up guys, welcome back to another awesome video. We have another theory on Indigo Park. Now, I did not plan this when I did my last video on Indigo Park, but this kind of arose in my brain and kind of started to click and maybe connect some gears perhaps to what can maybe be going forward with chapter 2, or maybe just someone specific. With chapter 1, we already know like the main characters, the main cast with Rambly, Lloyd, Molly, Finley, and there was another character that was introduced but wasn't really mentioned by name at any point during the game if you really think about it, and that is Salem the Skunk. And so far, the theory is that these are characters that are mascots, or these are characters that are animals that were experiments. They are now the mascot characters that are mutated, or some degree of that form. However, we haven't seen or really heard of anything about Salem. And granted, it is possible that she could be maybe a mascot character, like a mutated experiment as well. Also that our antagonist, or multiple antagonists, could be perhaps cast members or Imagineers that weren't the kindest to our mascot characters. Maybe they were a bit abusive to these animals, to these creatures at some point after Isaac Indigo passed away. And Rambly's Runaway Rail Train, Railroad, whatever the thing's called, it's literally like Mickey's Runaway Railroad, minus the runaway aspect. In that ride, Rambly only mentions 3 out of the 4 friends that we've seen. Lloyd, Molly, and Finley. And those are the only 3 characters that we've seen so far have appearances or mascot forms in the game, but never says anything about Salem. It leaves the question of, what about Salem? I have a different direction I want to go with this, and I have a different argument to oppose here, and that is the fact that what if Salem could perhaps be an AI character? I bring this up because not only do we not see her in physical form, and granted we will probably see that maybe in chapter 2, but if she isn't a mascot, animal, experimented creature of some sort, I think there's possibility that she could be like a AI program. We've only seen her in that 8-bit game, so maybe that could be hinting that she is some sort of form of technology. And I think personally, this would be interesting, is that if Rambly was the first tested AI program, where the company behind Indigo Park maybe was trying to find new ways for families and kids to interact with their favorite characters. And maybe Rambly was the first AI program they came up with and was like the prototype starter of this idea of interactive virtual interactions. And Salem perhaps is like an upgraded version of that same program. Like maybe it's the same program, maybe it's a different type of program or a different type of like model of some sort. Either way, I wouldn't be surprised if they used and tested Rambly as the first attempt, and they upgraded with Salem to where Salem had more upgraded and easier access to certain things. Hence, perhaps she was able to access cages and facilities and wherever the cast members kept these creatures, where they kept all these characters, hence releasing these characters out and maybe starting this so-called revolution and retaliation. And in the cast members and the Imagineers' eyes, they saw Salem as the bad guy, and in reality, Salem was just giving the characters their justice. And I think that could be really intriguing, and that could be really compelling. But who knows? We have a long ways until we get to chapter 2, and either option I think would be interesting. However, my assumption is that maybe it'll be happening sometime next year, maybe even into 2026, who knows? We don't know of the release yet so far. All I know is that chapter 2 is coming, and it's in the making from what we have been gathering, and that it sounds like Salem, one way or another, is going to be a significant player, according to Unique Geese himself.
Salem news or I'm not here? Do I want to give any Salem news? Salem is a character that is important. There's your Salem news.
I'd be fine with either option, whichever route they go with, but I think that would be the most intriguing. So what do you guys think on this theory? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you guys are familiar with Indigo Park, and if you do follow everything that goes on with it, what are your like little predictions on little things you want to see going forward? Or maybe go find like Unique Geese, go tell Mason himself some like predictions of your own. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to us here every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every week. Share the video with your friends, all the good stuff and more. Leave suggestions down in the comments, you name it. I'll look at it as best as possible. I've got plenty of reviews for you guys and plenty of top 10s we'll be going through and all sorts of other stuff planned out as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.